Hello everyone, I'm gonna walk you through how to prep your pumpkin for the paper mache. So if you have newspaper or newsprint paper, or even packing paper from your Amazon packages, you can use that to stuff a plastic bag with and tie a knot. How much you put in just depends on how big you want your pumpkin to be. So right here, you're going to use masking tape to start making your grooves in your pumpkin, and you are going to start in the middle of the knot and wrap it all the way around, and so that it touches the beginning of where you started. And you're gonna you want to pull this pretty tight because you want to make just some definitions in the grooves, and then you want to do this again in the opposite direction. Same thing. Pull it tight and have the ends meet in the middle. And right here I tie another knot just to keep the little tails out of the way because I want to make some more cross sections here. Now right here I'm placing down more masking tape in between the ones that are already laid down to make more grooves. So you just want to do the same thing to the other sections of the pumpkin, just placing a piece of masking tape in between the others that we first laid down, and go all the way around your pumpkin like that. When you're done making the sections on your pumpkin, you can start masking off the stem portion. So I just used the leftover bits of masking tape that I had over from when I was doing the cross sections of the pumpkin, and that seemed to work. You don't need a whole lot of tape, just a little bit to cover the plastic part, and you want to but you do want to cover all of it. So you want to cover all the stem. Now when you're done masking off the stem, you can shape it to how you want it to look. And the masking tape is pretty good with this. It's pretty pliable. So I'm going to switch over to my 1.5 inch masking tape. I think I used a 1 inch for the cross sections, and for this part I want a bigger one just to cover more surface area, so I'm not here forever, because this does take a little bit of time to cover your pumpkin with. And I noticed the key to this is you don't want to tighten it too hard when you're laying down your tape. You don't want to pull too hard, and also you don't want to put tape over the cross sections you already created, because then it takes away from the definition. So you just want to stick to the middle parts and cover up the plastic bits that are sticking out. So remember, don't pull too tightly for this part, and don't cover the grooves that you already laid down. And the last thing you want to do with your pumpkin before you put the paper mache is just press down on the grooves to reinforce the groovy pumpkin look. And there you have it. Your prep work is done. Good job, guys.
Did Noah want to help? Did Noah want to help? Or did you ask him to?
I asked him to.
Why?
Because it's fun.
Did you want us to have fun?
Yes.
I'll just taste. I eat it.
No tasting the paper mache.
You should let Noah do what he wants. You can't ask him what to do to help.
It's going to taste great. It's going to taste great. It's going to taste just a little bit.
No, not a little. No. Hey. For the paper mache part, so what I found helpful was to just using your hands, wet down your pumpkin with the mixture first, and then you can start putting the newspaper on top of it and then wetting it down again, and just do that until your entire pumpkin is covered. Now for the size of your paper strips that you want to use for this, you're gonna have to mess around and see what works best for you because it kind of just depends on the size of your pumpkin too. Ours were on the smaller side, and I think we used maybe 8-inch strips for it, so that worked best for us. So yeah, just play around and see what works best for you guys and make it happen.
This whole time you've been asking to eat it. There he goes.
And here we have our drying pumpkin. I put it upside down to see if the stem will dry straight up. I think if we put it with the bottom down, the stem will like try and get floppy and flat. Here is the aftermath. That's why we have the tablecloth and the placemat. So good call. Tablecloth is a must. Pumpkin's too far away. You want to bring it closer?
Mom, this is just fancy painting. Mom, that's far away fancy painting.
Over here.
Mom, that's fancy.
Oh, here.
Mom, let me do some fancy painting.
Fancy.
Fancy painting.
Oh. Is this a new technique?
No.
Art technique here?